Good morning, you beautiful lot. Deano back with another little update. I'll be back later on. I'll do another video later regarding the Spurs-Burnley game, or Burnley-Spurs, because that's today, kick-off at 3 o'clock, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I'll go for a bit of that later on. But this morning's video is absolutely poxy, glorious morning this morning. Perfect for my days working in the garden. I'm doing a nice full garden renovation today. Over in Raynham, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that, bit of paving. Today's, or this morning's little video is going to be regarding our relationship now that seems to be nurturing and building with Liverpool. I don't know what you guys think. Obviously, leave all the comments below if you think I'm talking rubbish or you think it's right. But there seems to be a lot of little connections with signings. For example, they're the ones that are interested in Mickey van der Ven. As you know, he's still got a contract for another 3 years after this summer. So really, the ball is completely in Tottenham's court, unless he starts being misbehaving and acting up a bit. But I believe he's on about 40 grand a week. So what I think Spurs were trying to do to try and either entice him is to get him on a new contract and put him alongside Romero on wage structure. But I'm thinking, really, it's quite obvious now, I think, that, well, it's not obvious, but it's looking like Mickey wants to go. So what I would say is, why do we sort of make him benefit from having higher wages when he's not really going to be loyal to us anyway? Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, it doesn't benefit us anyway. You've already got him under contract for 3 years on 40 grand a week. So, do you know what I mean? Why put him on more? The only thing that we could do to sweeten it, to make it better for him, is say put him on a new contract, put him on higher wages, and then maybe slip a buyout clause into his contract of, say, 100 million. Someone comes in for 100 million, then he can go. Because looking at our sort of back, you think now, if he does go, we get 100 million for him, say, for example, we've got Romero, Vuskovic, that I think we're going to bring in next year. And I think if Van der Ven does go, to sweeten that, we bring Vuskovic straight into the team as a centre-back to take his place. And you've got Danso and fantastic ability, and with Byfield's coming through, with his appearance in the Champions League recently, shows that he's got a lot of talent. And to learn beside these guys, I think we could bring him through. So we have got a bit of cover there, if you know what I mean. And if bringing in 100 million for Van der Ven can free up a bit of money, if you like, for signings further up the pitch, I think it wouldn't be such a bad thing, honestly. I mean, of course I want to keep Van der Ven, but if players want to go, you've got to let them go. I think we made that mistake a few times with guys. And if he wants to go, we let him go. But it's going to be a lot of money. I think we make sure it's going to be a lot of money. And if you've got these guys coming in, and I say, this relationship, I think, that's trying to build there, I don't know, maybe talking rubbish or seeing things that are not really there. But look at the little things we're doing now. We're buying Robertson off of them. And they think it's strange that there's no one else even coming in for this deal. I think these maybe Tottenham and Liverpool sort of starting a little relationship with each other, saying, right, next year, we know you're going to be wanting Van der Ven, so how about we do a bit of business before then to sweeten the deal, if you like. We will listen to offers from you, and only you, if you help us out in the meantime. Because as you know, we're sort of looking at Curtis Jones as well, I think, and that would be a great signing, even if it's not now, maybe in the summer. So maybe there's some sort of deal there to do with bringing him in the summer, obviously getting Robertson in the winter window, but Curtis Jones maybe come in the summer window as part of the deal for Mickey van der Ven. I don't know how you guys feel about that. But if things go how we think they're going to go, and Frank goes in the summer, and we bring Poch back, I think Curtis Jones is a real Poch sort of player. Do you see where I'm going here? So you've got I know this is a massive what-if story here, but that's how I think, I believe professional organisations like Tottenham, a multi-billion-pound team now and company, should be operating, thinking about the future, thinking about building these little new bridges between clubs. Now Levy's gone, building these relationships with other clubs where we can go, you know what, we'll do a deal now, so that later on, maybe we can do that deal. Do you see where I'm coming from here? Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this little goings on this absolutely glorious day. So I'm hoping Tottenham get another 3 points and start building that momentum. Look back at my other videos. So there is a scenario that I'm saying that we could go into those hard games against Arsenal, Newcastle, Man City, Man United, I think it is, with a bit of confidence. And instead of going it with massive trepidation, we can think, oh, do you know what, we could actually come out of this phase not too bad. You know, I'm not saying we're going to win them all, of course not, but 3 of them at home. And we build a bit of confidence with that our crowd behind us, or me singing my heart out with everyone's looking at me thinking I'm a nutter. We could actually come out of this not too bad. And then Poch comes in the summer, a few new signings, a big war chest in the summer of a cut of 100 million, maybe 300 million spent on players, because we've got that gap in our payment thing. What was it, PSR, where it is? That could be the sweetener that brings Poch in, and we can next season really have a real good go for it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I've rambled on for far too long. Leave the messages below, comments below. I'll get back to all of you as I always do. Really appreciate all the interaction you're having with this channel. Love you all. And yeah, hope you enjoy this lovely day today. I hope Spurs don't ruin it for us. COYS Spurs!